Now I am discussing about properties of the rank correlation coefficient. In this, the first property is the rank correlation coefficient is a purely number. It does not depend on any units of the data. What is that? The rank correlation coefficient is pure number. It does not depend on any units of the data. The second property is the limits of rank correlation coefficient are plus or minus 1. That is minus 1 less than or equal to rho less than or equal to 1. Okay, now we do that proof. We know the definition of the rank correlation coefficient is rho is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma di square into n square n into n square minus 1. This is the definition of the rank correlation. Rho is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma di square divided by n into n square minus 1. Now we have to prove this two cases. Now case 1. Case 1. So what is the case? Here we want to prove two values. One is plus 1, another one is minus 1 value. In this case 1, rho value is maximum. Rho is maximum. Rho is maximum. When if summation dA square is minimum. If the summation dA square is minimum, then the rho value is maximum. When this case occurred, if in this given two variables, x and y are the two variables, that is the ranks of the variables. So the particular two variables, all the ranks are equal, all the ranks are same. Then the summation di and di square value is 0. Then the summation di square value is 0. Then 1 minus 6 sigma di square by n square minus 1. Then summation di square value is 0. 0 by anything is 0. 1 minus 0 equals to 1. Therefore, rho equals to plus 1. Okay, again, if summation di square is 0, when this situation is occurred, all the ranks in two variables are equal or same. In that case, the summation di square is 0. Hence, rho value is maximum. That is rho equals to plus 1. Now, case 2. Case 2. Rho is minimum. Rho is minimum. If summation dA square is maximum. Summation dA square is maximum. If summation dA square is maximum, rho value is minimum. Okay. So when this situation is occurred, if all the ranks in the two variables are in opposite direction, like this, r of x and r of y, ranks x, ranks y, like this, 1, 2, 3, and so on. N minus 1, n. Similarly, opposite direction, n minus 1, and so on, 3, 2, 1, like this. Okay, first of all, we consider mean of the two observations. The mean of the two observations. What is the mean value of given observations? X bar. X bar is equal to summation xi by n. That is sum of the given observations. That is n into n plus 1 divided by 2 into n cancel, that is n plus 1 by 2. This is the mean value of the given ranks. Similarly, y bar also equal. X bar is equal to y bar. Okay. Now we calculate variance of x. What is variance of x? That is 1 by n summation xi square minus x bar square. 1 by n into sum of space of unnatural numbers. Sum of space of unnatural numbers. That is n into n plus 1. 2n plus 1 divided by 6 minus x bar, that is n plus 1 by 2 whole square. This value is already derived in the previous theorem. Okay, so again I will discuss. So n cancel. Take the common term, n plus 1 by 2. That is 2n plus 1 by 3 minus n plus 1 by 2. Taking LCM, n plus 1 by 2, n plus 1 by 2 into LCM is a 6 and multiplying with 4n, multiplying then 4n plus 2 minus 3n minus 3. After simplification we get what is this value? N plus 1 by 2 into n minus 1 by 6. That equals to n square minus 1 by 12. What is this value? Sigma x square is equal to n square minus 1 by 12. Similarly, sigma y square also n square minus 1 by 12. Okay. Therefore, sigma x square is equal to sigma y square is equal to n square minus 1 by 12. Okay. Now we consider xi plus yi, ranks of x plus ranks of y. Okay. That is equals to, what is this, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on, n minus 1 plus n, and plus n plus n minus 1 and so on this. Then finally we get n into n plus 1. Finally we get the particular value is n plus 1. Only we get n plus 1 for all I. Now taking summation and squaring both sides. Taking summation, that is summation xi plus yi, and squaring both sides, that is summation n plus 1 whole square. That implies summation xi plus whole square. That means summation xi square plus summation yi square plus 2 into summation xi yi is equals to summation of constant, that is nth term into constant, that equals to n into n plus 1 by 2 whole square. Now simplify this equation like this. We know sum of squares of n natural numbers, that is n into n plus 1 2n plus 1 divided by 6 plus again sum of squares of n natural numbers, that is n into n plus 1 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Here natural numbers means sum of squares of n ranks, that is also we consider 1 to 1 so on n, that way. Next 2 into summation x, this is not considered here. So first then 2 into summation xi yi. First actually we get summation xi value here. So summation xi yi is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 whole square. Now the simplification 2 into n into n plus 1 2n plus 1 by 6. Then n into n plus 1 2n plus 1 divided by 3. 2 into 6. Then we get n into n plus 1 2n plus 1 by 3 plus 2 into summation xi yi is equal to n into n plus 1 whole square. Then we get 2 into summation xi yi is equal to n into n plus 1 whole square minus n into n plus 1 2n plus 1 divided by 3. Taking what is the common term? N into n plus 1 is the common term. Then 2 into summation xi yi is equal to n into n plus 1. Take the common term. The remaining term is only n plus 1 is there minus 2n plus 1 by 3 LCM, and the multiplication two values here division n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Here LCM is 3n plus 3 minus LCM is 3, then 3n plus 3 minus 2n minus 1. So what is the value? N into n plus 1 by 2. 3n minus 2n is n, and 3 minus 1 minus 2 n plus 2 divided by 3. Finally n into n plus 1 n plus 2 divided by 6. Okay, this value is summation xi yi. This value is known as summation xi yi. We know this value is substituted in the covariance of x. We know covariance of x comma y is equal to in terms of summation 1 by n into summation xi yi minus x bar y bar. We know 1 by n summation xi y is equal to this value, that is n into n plus 1 and n plus 2 divided by 6 minus, we know x bar is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. Similarly y bar is equal to n plus 1 by 2, that equals to n plus 1 by 2 whole square. Okay, here the common term is n plus 1 by 2, n plus 1 by 2, then n plus 2 by 3 minus n plus 1 by 2, that equals to n plus 1 by 2, LCM is 6, cross multiplication 2n plus 4 minus 3n minus 2, that is n plus 1 by 2 into 2, okay, this is 3, this equals to 1 minus n divided by 6. That means here take the common minus 1 is minus 1 common తీసుకుంటే that is n plus 1 by 2 into minus of n minus 1 by 6. This is equals to n square minus 1 by n square minus 1 by 12 minus of n square minus 1 by 12. These values covariance of x square. Now we substitute these values in the rank correlation coefficient. Rho is equals to covariance of x comma y divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. We know covariance of xy is equal to minus n square minus 1 by 12. Covariance of xy is equal to minus n square minus 1 by 12 divided by variance, standard deviation of x. Standard deviation of x means root over, already I derived here, that value is n square minus 1 by 12. Variance of x is equal to n square minus 1 by 12. Now standard deviation of x is equal to root over n square minus 1 by 12 into root over n square minus 1 by 12. Now minus of n square minus 1 by 12 divided by root of n square minus 1 by 2 root of n square minus 1, that equals to n square minus 1 by 12. This is cancelled, then we get rho equals to minus 1. Therefore rho equals to 1. Hence the rank correlation coefficient is always lies between minus 1 less than or equals to rho less than or equals to 1. Hence the theorem is proved. Thank you.